Is the traditional freight forwarding business under threat? For decades, shippers relied on freight forwarders and shipping agents to find rates, book cargo, and manage logistics. But today, digital freight networks are changing the game. With just a few clicks, shippers can compare rates, book shipments, track cargo, and manage documents online. So does this mean traditional freight forwarders are becoming obsolete? Or is there still a role for human expertise in logistics? In this video, we'll explore how digital freight networks are disrupting traditional shipping agents. Let's get started. First, let's define what we mean by digital freight networks. A digital freight network is an online platform that connects shippers, carriers, and logistics providers through technology. Instead of making phone calls or sending dozens of emails, users can compare freight rates and book shipments. They can track cargo, manage documents, and receive instant quotes directly through the platform. Examples include digital freight marketplaces and online logistics platforms that automate much of the booking process. The goal is simple: make freight shipping faster, easier, and more transparent. Traditionally, shipping often involved multiple steps. Let's look at the old way of doing things. A shipper would contact a freight forwarder, request a quote, and wait for carrier pricing. They would exchange emails, confirm the booking, and eventually receive shipping documents. This process could take hours or even days. For complex shipments, it still can. But for routine shipments, many customers now expect the same convenience they experience when booking airline tickets online. That's where digital freight platforms come in, meeting that demand for instant results. There are several key reasons why these platforms are becoming so popular in the industry. First, faster quotes. Many digital platforms provide pricing in minutes rather than days. Second, better visibility. Customers can track shipments through a dashboard instead of requesting updates by email. Third, easier documentation. Shipping documents can now be uploaded, stored, and managed digitally in one place. And finally, greater transparency. Customers can compare rates and service options more easily than ever. For many small businesses, this creates a significantly better and more efficient user experience. Digital freight networks are especially effective for certain types of standardized shipments. For example, regular container shipments on common trade lanes. It also works great for repeat shipments and routine air freight movements. When the shipment is straightforward, technology can automate much of the process, reducing manual work. For some customers, that high level of efficiency is exactly what they need to stay competitive. However, despite all the technology, logistics is rarely as simple as clicking a button. Consider situations involving customs issues, delayed cargo, or major port congestion. What happens with damaged shipments or complex regulatory compliance and special cargo requirements? When problems occur, experience matters. A digital platform may provide information, but an expert provides solutions. Many businesses still rely on freight forwarders because they want someone who can navigate unexpected challenges. In logistics, exceptions are often where the real value of a professional is truly created. Rather than replacing freight forwarders, digital networks may actually change how forwarders work. The most successful companies use technology to automate routine tasks and speed up quoting. Instead of competing against technology, many forwarders are integrating it directly into their operations. The future may not be humans versus technology. It may be humans working alongside technology. For shippers, this evolution is actually very good news for their business operations. Technology provides faster service, more transparency, and easier access to critical information. At the same time, experienced freight professionals remain valuable when shipments become complex. The key is knowing when you need a simple platform and when you need a dedicated expert. Let's recap. Digital freight networks provide faster quotes, better visibility, and easier documentation. But forwarders still play a critical role for problem solving and specialized industry knowledge. If you found this helpful, subscribe for more freight forwarding and international trade content. Let me know in the comments. Will platforms replace forwarders? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.